right, we are back. This is the Best Experience with your host, Nick Best and the Angry Dad. Thank you guys for tuning in. But before we get in today's episode, I'd like to thank Barbell Apparel, a premium athletic wear performance, engineered, tailored athletic fit clothing for all body types. Evolution Athletics, a supportive gear company owned by Brian Shaw, four-time world's strongest man and strongest man on earth. We believe in all athletes and supporting their journey towards greatness. Iced Up Industries, get $50 off your purchase with code BEST at checkout. That is $50 off with code BEST at checkout. And EAM Coaching, between 70 years of experience between John Anderson and Nick Best, a weekly live stream. You get
80.
emails with your coaching and training and nutrition. So make sure you guys sign up at Patreon. All the links will be in the notes. Please check it out. We appreciate it. Nick.
What's going on, Ben?
I'm doing good, brother.
All right. So welcome to the Best Experience. We got Chad Coy and Trey Mitchell here. Got a bunch of questions for both of them. How you guys doing today?
Doing pretty good, Nick. Thank you for having us on.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty good. Just, wind down that work day and then do a podcast and then go pick some other dudes up from the airport. We're going to have a good time, Nick.
Ooh, I like it. All right. Well, that's going to be fun. We'll get into that too. Big question for Trey. You tore your Achilles at the Rogue last year and then came back and did Worlds, and you've been competing at the Strongest Man on Earth and everything else. How did you get over that recovery so fast? And how's that affected your training getting ready for the Arnold? Because I know the frame carry, you're going to have to go up the ramp and stuff. So how's that affected as well?
Yeah, so I tore the Achilles at the 23 Rogue Invitational and like fully detached. So after I got released to do recovery, I was basically doing anything and everything I could think of, like shockwave therapy, ultrasounds, and the like. Be more active. Was on my feet a lot more. When you're laid up in bed for weeks on end, you kind of get antsy. So started doing a little more walking for recovery and weight loss, and
little scootering.
Yeah,
you had the little scooter.
Yeah, the little scooter you tried, you almost busted your face on it a couple of times. Yeah. That was an experience. I busted my face a couple of times on that.
And then I'm sure Chad had a few words of advice and some direction with that as well.
I will say this. I mean, he was, Rogue did a hell of a job because they sent him up to see Sean Rocket up in Boston, and Sean's a hell of a surgeon and did a great job with the surgery. And when it actually happened, I wasn't able to be at the Rogue. I was actually at the Parisi Speed School Summit, but I was sitting with Chris Duffin when it happened. So Chris is like, dude, don't worry. I've got this protocol of peptides and nutrients and everything to do to re-heal it. And he showed me a guy. He goes, this guy tore his bilateral patella tear, and then 24 weeks later, he's squatting a lifetime PR. So he goes, don't worry. We'll have Trey back in 6 months. I'm like, man, that's crazy. No, I can think of, there's no way. And then, really Trey just followed the protocol, followed the training. He cut the weight because he didn't need to be that heavy, so that got his weight down. I mean, Nathan Payton helped him with his nutrition. And then, going to Worlds, I think the biggest trepidation at Worlds, like, I'm looking like, okay, is this too soon? I mean, I'm a coach, but I'm also a dad. I think I go into dad mode a little bit. So I'm worried about him getting hurt. And then,
you care about your athlete. That's a big deal. You worry about things like that when you care about them.
It was only 6 months post surgery.
So. 6 months post surgery, and we went with the plan, like, make it to the stone off and we're fine. It doesn't. I don't give a shit who's in the stone off. Trey's kicking their ass. That's what my thought was. Make the stone off. Didn't quite make it, but walked out of the show very confident, knowing that his Achilles was fine. And then we were just able to go back to training and get back to work, and then focus on going to the Strongest Man on Earth.
And that turned out really well.
Just be as 100% as it could for that show. Didn't do any of the smaller ones in between.
Yeah, and then you set a world record.
Yeah, the following competition at the Giants Live Las Vegas.
It was kind of funny. I mean, Brian texted me, goes, where was that power at the Strongest Man on Earth? I go, I think we were just trying to come back. I mean, I think the Strongest Man on Earth was, just
August.
Like maybe, I was 80% maybe.
Yeah, 80, 85%. But then that pull, which I think is what's funny, is because we had talked about this earlier. It's like I'm watching that pull. My wife has just gone to bed. and I'm down here screaming at the freaking TV to get it up. And she comes running downstairs. What's wrong? What's going on? Are you okay? I'm like, yeah, Trey just pulled 470. She goes, big freaking deal. What's 470? I go, in kilos. She goes, what is that? I go, 1037. She goes, oh, that's a big deal. Like, can you keep it down to sleep? So
yeah.
So that's how it goes.
That's pretty amazing. That's
really, really cool stuff.
Yeah.
Important to her.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty. I'm looking forward to the Arnold and what you're going to do there. So, one, we can tell your prep for the Arnold's going pretty good.
Yeah, this year is going pretty well.
Yeah, no, which is awesome. I mean, I don't think you're going to overtrain, or I think you're just going to go in and just go have fun and just kill it. But let's go through the events on day 1 and day 2. So what's the first event walking into that?
The first event is going to be the max elephant bar deadlift, kind of the staple for the Arnold Classic. And
right.
I'm looking to pull some big numbers, like basically, going off of the Giants Live Las Vegas. Like, I think I can hit some pretty good numbers. I'm not thinking maybe over 470 kilos. Like, I think that's possible for me. Like, it's only going to be the second time I ever pulled on the elephant bar, but just learning, going off of videos of others athletes, and based off of my own experience, I think be easy pull, slowly pull into it, and just when I get off most of those slack outs, then fire into it.
Yep. 100%. I mean, that's what you're going to have to do, that bar. It's a long, steady pull till you get all the weight off. And then as soon as you got the weight off, then you can start putting the screws to the bar. Yeah. And then even then, you still can't go full blast on it, because then the bar's got to oscillate at the top and make it super hard to lock out. So you got to kind of pull long and smooth with that for the most part. But you can put
having a strong core will definitely help with that oscillation at the top.
And, no, absolutely.
You saw my training when I went to train with you. In Las Vegas before Power Slap, do a lot of core exercises, supersetted with my training.
Well, here's the thing: lots of core, lots of conditioning.
Yep,
lots of core, lots of conditioning. Because I will say this: I mean, if one of my athletes got beat on conditioning, it's because I didn't do my job. And I laugh because we were at Worlds, and I'm on the sidelines, and he finishes the sandbag steeplechase. He goes, "No, I know why I did all those echo bikes, man," because he wasn't even breathing hard. So it was awesome. So it's going to be exciting to see.
Right. Yeah. And the new slimmer version, thin waist, that is. Not slimmer anywhere else, just the waist. I like the look.
I did a DEXA scan the other night, and I was, 19% body fat at 380.
He's 380 at 19% body fat. And I think the crazy thing, we're doing some auxiliary work for the push press.
Wait, hold on. People don't understand. You just don't get that. You're 380 pounds at 19%. So you're basically lean body mass. You're like 320 pounds. If you were to lose all your body fat, you'd weigh 320 pounds. That's freaking nuts. It's that amount of muscle. Huh?
It's quite large.
Yeah.
But it's just like, you're just kind of laughing because, 380 at 19%. That's pretty lean. But what I was saying is he was doing his work, and I'm videoing the shot, and he's wearing an orange shirt. You can see his six pack through the shirt because it's pulled tight and his belt's on, which that's kind of gnarly, dude. Really.
Yeah, that's studly. That's
I can't wait till we just died him down to he's like about 345, full shredded six pack. That'd look pretty gnarly. That's post strongman.
So you're gonna do bodybuilding after this, Trey?
If I can stick to the diet.
Okay, so that's out.
No cheesecake.
No cheesecake for females.
Yeah. No, I'm excited to see what goes on this year. So you got the elephant bar deadlift. What's next?
It's the press medley. So it's roughly at 265, 270 stone, a 230 circus dumbbell. And then you've got choices between your logs. I think it's a 380 log and a 420 log. Yeah. We're not going to mess with the 380 log. We're just going
we know which one Trey's going for.
Go for the broke.
Yeah.
And then the final event on day one is the frame carry. We look at that as a nemesis. So
grip is getting better, but like it's still, it needs to get to a higher level.
The thing is, like, with the injury he had in his neck, and it's like just that downward pull, it just opens his hand up. If we had a Hercules hold, I'd be totally fine.
Sure.
Wrecking ball hold, totally fine. This, we're working on it. He's been training the crap out of it. You know how it goes with grip, though. You push it a little too hard, now it's overtrained. So it's just finding that fine line. And we're gonna work that hard this weekend. We got a lot of good grip guys. We hit a big frame this weekend. Obviously, we don't have a ramp to walk up. And like you said, I think you had mentioned that. It's like, from a walking up the hill standpoint, I worry about the Achilles.
Right.
At this point, though, I mean, if he picks it up and takes one step, that's one more point than we did last time. That's a PR, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
And
you can also just
all contests.
Go ahead.
Well, as all contests, Nick, it's about looking at the events, mitigating damage, and maximizing your success.
Yep.
So if you top five, if you average a top 5 every event, you're on the podium. And average a top 3, you won. So
yeah. No, for sure.
We know what we got to get done.
One thing you could also there's so many grocery stores around. You could just throw the frame in the back of a truck and head to a grocery store if you want to get used to that, because the bay of the grocery store is the same angle as the ramp.
Yeah, pretty much.
So if you wanted to,
that's a thought. Unfortunately, we are in Detroit, and there's like an inch of ice out there. So I think that's probably slightly prohibitive.
Yeah, that's not going to be good.
Yeah, slide. Take a step and slide.
Yeah, that would be bad.
We don't. It's not Las Vegas like you, and it gets cold. It's like 40 degrees. It's like it's nice. It's about 68 today, I think. Yeah, thanks. It's like 22 here and snowing.
Oh well, it's simple. Move.
Well, Trey's in Texas, so he's good. I'm in the cold, so it is what it is.
Yeah, next time he's going to have to visit me.
Yeah, I got to visit him next time.
Yeah. But
mom's going to put some gravy on my taters. That's good.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that's always that's why you're gaining weight.
Day 2. Well, when he comes here, he gains weight because I make him eat all his, like, he came downstairs. He's like, comes walking downstairs, and I just put the protein shake on the counter, and there's the fruit. Like, dude,
you do that to me too, so that's okay. You do it to everybody.
I do it to everybody.
That's a good coach.
I'm a food bull. But that'll end day 1. Day 2, behind the big jerk.
Big jerk.
And so that's going to be interesting. What are you seeing? What do you think? What do you think is the number to beat?
I'm going to be honest. 575, 600 pounds.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Because I'm seeing some of these guys already throwing 550 and doing reps with 500. Trey's doing reps with 500. So it's gonna be we're gonna see like a new world record over what they did at World's Strongest Man a few years back, where they did like 545, or Novikov did like 545.
That's gonna get broken several times.
Yeah, that'll probably get broken by 3-4 people, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe even 5. So I'm expecting somewhere in there. I remember seeing Kukliev do a 600 that way back in the day.
Yeah.
So I think it's possible. I think it's very possible. I think a couple of the other guys can get right up there.
Just looking at the training, and Hatton comes from an Olympic lifting background. His split jerk is pretty solid. Hooper's working his, and it looks good. It's just going to be see who has it that day. It's the first event, day 2. How much you zap from the first day?
Right. How much your legs zap from the first day?
Like you said, I think 550 is going to go down. I think there's 4 or 5 guys that have the capacity to do that. But again, we'll just see.
Yeah, and like I said, I think somewhere between 75 and 600. If guys are firing off to where they're hitting the 550, I think you're going to see it get up into that range. Depending on, do you know how they're going to make you do the attempts?
We're getting 4 attempts. Trying to keep it fast, since all the other events are going to be like 2 minutes long. So they're trying to do the split jerk.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I got you. So yeah, with 4 attempts, we could see that. It's going to kind of depend who hits what on their third attempts and where they go from there. You know, if guys are going to all try to be right in that same spot, or you're going to have somebody who just goes, yeah, I'm just going to put this out of reach right away. So it's going to be an interesting strategy to see how everybody gets through it. It really is.
It'll be fun.
So I think somebody comes in and drops the hammer early on the second or third attempt and really just goes for it when they've still got a bunch of power. Could be.
Yeah, we're looking at the rule. Trey's looking at the rules right now. I don't know if it's a rising bar. So if it's a rising bar, you want to put it out there, but you're sitting at 375, and maybe some guys take some stuff. Maybe it'd be the big presser doesn't jump in till 250 kilos.
Right.
So it's going to be interesting to see, because it's like, if Hatton comes in and starts and opens with 520, then goes 560, like you said, like I'm thinking, 250, 260, 270 kilos. I mean, that's gonna be crazy.
Yeah,
again, I think we'll see. I mean, it's just who's gonna pick what weight. So we'll just kind of see on that.
Right.
The second event.
That's what I'm saying. It'll be an interesting strategy. It'll be interesting to see what the coaches do with the strategies as well.
Yeah.
Helping the guys pick them.
Here's the thing. When I look at that, like for Trey, yes, points matter, but I do think, getting a PR. I mean, you go to here's the thing. If you go to a contest, you PR everything, you get last, are you unhappy? I mean, you PR everything. So I want to see the best performance, and that's what we're shooting for, the best performance for Trey. Yeah. And wherever that falls, that's going to fall. I'd like to sit here and say, yeah, I want to win every event, but
me too.
There's 9 other guys that want to kick your ass, so we're going to take every event as it is and do the best we can.
Yeah. So that's the event on day 1. Day 2 is a loading medley with 2 logs onto a sled, and the backwards drag was the sled.
That's gonna be that'll be spicy.
Yeah. I think what makes it spicy, because how do you train for it? It's like the notes say basically it's like literally like a 10-foot log with a chain and a handle. So are you duck walking it? Can you pull it a little higher? How much is it banging off your quads? You got to run back, grab another one, then you got to drag the whole implement back. So I think
So where's the chain out on the log? Is it on the end or is it in the middle?
Well, I think from what it sounded like, it sounds like it's like chain, and it comes up into like a handle.
Okay.
So and again, no one's seen it yet. So it's like we're training with logs, we're training with sandbags, we're training with T-bars. We'll train it with whatever just to try a variety.
Yeah,
so you can be prepared. Lots of dragging. The thing is, lots of dragging. I think this is going to be one where weight is definitely a factor. Once you get that sled fully loaded, you start dragging backwards. I mean, you got to have enough ass to get it going.
Yeah. What type of surface is it going to be on? Do you guys know?
Concrete.
If it's on the concrete, then you need to go buy some new shoes too.
What shoes would you recommend? Like the barefoots, they're pretty grippy, but like I've been told, like get some grippier ones.
I think your Tears would be good, or rock climbing shoe if you can get
it. Go to a skateboard store.
Skateboard store, yeah. Go to a
skateboard store and find some the Vans. They'll have this rubber that's really soft, and grippy. That it goes this way, not this way. The slats go this way, and
what else is what I'm thinking of, and I used to do this: tennis shoes for like clay court tennis shoes, because they don't have to pick up dust. But I like your idea on the Vans. So because that stuff, I got a pair here that I bought. God, in 13 before the what size shoes you wear?
12.
What size shoes you wear?
13.
Well, it's funny because I forgot to tell you this, because Nick, you came at OSG and you dumped your shoes in my bag, and they're still sitting in my bag.
Oh, so cool.
I've got a pair of your shoes, but hey, if they fit, I think they're Vans. I'll just stick them on his feet. We'll see if they work.
Those might actually do okay on the drag. Those are pretty good shoes for that as well.
Those are pretty nice shoes. So I actually owe you the shoes, and I totally forgot about bringing them back to you.
That's okay. Well, I haven't officially unretired yet because I haven't got to a contest in one piece.
But you
still you have to give them back to me this year.
You've officially unretired.
Correct.
Or something like that.
So yeah, I'll be back at OSG this year. So it'll be cool. Thumb sealing up pretty good.
Hey, if I can get everything healthy, we'll do it. Maybe we can retire together. I'll tell you that I'm fucking retiring. I won't surprise you with it.
Okay. Well, I didn't. That
I'm
was
just
all
kidding.
kind of.
Dude, I'm just busting your balls. You know what
I know. It's okay.
It's
good. I know. But yeah, I'm definitely coming back this year. So
cool.
it's going to be a lot of fun.
And
starting to work on the things now. So just
remember,
just mobility.
Nick, if there's a Viking press, I just want you to know I'm still going to beat you.
We'll see.
Just fuck with you, dude.
We can lock out their elbows. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, neither one of us are going to lock out the elbows all the way. We'll just get it to where you can't bend them anymore.
The last event at the Arnold's is going to be stone to shoulder.
Yeah, stone to shoulder.
So now the crazy thing is the rules say it's a 2.5 minute event.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's a long ass time.
That's going to be some conditioning. And how heavy is the stone going to be?
350 and 400.
So you're
350, 400, no tacky.
You have to keep going back and forth, or is it just
it's a Trump stone, so you pick a 400 if you want.
If you do one rep on the 400, it trumps anything on the 350.
Like they've done with the logs.
So, yeah, I would almost think you'd want to go like 400 and 460. 350 for any of the guys in the Arnold is going to be like stupid light.
I will say this. I've watched a lot of videos. There's a lot of people having some issues with it. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm not complaining because I know, Trey's a natural stone loader and he squeezes very hard, even without. In perfect world, we do without the tacky. That'd make a lot of people happy.
It was tacky. The tacky tail, just do chalk. But being able to, practicing so much without the, tacky, just using chalk like that allowed me to squeeze it, squeeze the stone onto the forearms, actually, getting the upper body stronger instead of relying on the tacky. And I'm really explosive on stone lifting. You'd be able to, go from the lap to up here pretty quickly. That allows it to roll a lot quicker.
Yeah, I think you're going to be just fine with all that.
I think what my trepidation with the event is this 2.5 minutes long. And it's the 6th event. And I just think that opens up the potential for injury goes higher with a longer event like that.
I think the biggest issue to that will be with guys passing out.
Yeah. Well,
that'll
passing out and dropping a stone in your chest that's an injury.
No, I know.
I'm not worried about him because I know what he's capable of.
Right. But I think 2.5 will, depending on when he goes. If he goes and he's near the end, if not last, he'll just do whatever he needs to do.
Right.
If not, he's just going to go out and do as many as he needs, as many as he can. Which
I'm saying, I'm just saying right now, if it's 2.5 minutes of that 400-pound stone, he might do 10 reps.
Right.
And I'm not kidding.
I would expect no less.
And the thing is the next 3, we know it's coming the next 3 weeks. There's a lot of conditioning to dial that conditioning down so that, when you're looking at energy substrate utilization and what you're burning, he's going to be ready because we're going to be very anaerobic and very aerobically ready to go. So not worried about that.
Then you just go have fun.
Yeah.
You just go out and have a good time.
And then look, and it's a Slater stone. So a lot of times those Slater stones are a little, they're sealed. So they're a little more.
Which means you actually stick to them better.
Right. It's with the tacky. Now, I think, again, everyone's going to have a tacky towel. So I still think it's going to come down to who can squeeze it the most. And nothing. And again, I watch everyone's videos. So looking the taller athletes, can they get that full extension and get it up?
Yeah, it's a long way up.
Yeah, that's a long way. That's a long way to move. So 6'4", 6'10", there's some advantages there. We'll see. Again, it's going to be interesting.
Damn well there's some advantages there.
Yeah, well,
it'll be that's the interesting thing. This will be the first time a stone event actually doesn't favor somebody who's tall.
Exactly.
Most of the time with Atlas stones, the taller you are, the easier you are, because you only got to get it up to your belly button, or less to get on the podium. If you're Brian or Thor or Dave Osland or any of those guys. Yeah. Whereas now you got to get all the way up on your shoulder, and now you got to go the further distance,
right?
Instead of everybody else.
We'll take any advantage we can get on that. So I think it's going to be an interesting show.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be real interesting. So where do you see some of the other guys' weaknesses? Like Lucas, for instance, where do you see his weakness being? Where would you make up points on Lucas from? Did we lose everybody?
I think he's asking you.
Oh, you're asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking both of you.
Well, I'll let you answer first.
Yeah. I don't like to talk bad about anybody else, but like maybe Lucas, like he's a little bit bigger guy. He's probably not going to be too quick on the medleys, on the sled, the loading sled drag medley. I think he might lose some points there. He does have, some ass on him to where he could be able to move the sled, be able to drag the sled. But I think what's going to kill him is the runs in between the loading.
Right. No. Yeah. Just going back and forth. Yeah, I could see that.
I think Lucas has a good package, and it's just going to come down. Can he leave it all on the field? Right. He's got experience. He's competed at the highest level. I think he's really talented. I know Alec will have him ready. Where's he going to miss the points? It's like, that's kind of, we're going to have to wait and see. Is the deadlift? Where's he going to pull in the deadlift? Is he going to lose some points there? The press. Here's the thing: the press medley. He's pretty fast, and he's very powerful. So I see there's like a 3-4 horse race on that one. If I look at the frame again, he's got a decent grip. How does that work? Is he going to be able to finish that? That's where he could pick up some points.
And then how's the second step or third step in go? Because most guys are not prepared when they go from the flat surface and they either step on the crack or step over it too far. And you see that third step always messes people up. And it's like, how are you going to recover from that third step when you go from the flat part to the upper part? If you're wearing, pretty decent Olympic shoes, it makes up for that because the stiffness of the shoe with the lift in the shoe will help quite a bit with that. But it still throws people off when they hit that crack on accident.
It'll be interesting.
And you can't look down to see it. That's the cool part.
There's so many good athletes that I think it's just. I think this is probably the levelest playing field I've seen in a while. As far as no one's going to run away with it. I think Hooper is very good.
Who's going to give up the least amount of points is basically
it's all about mitigation of your poor events. So, and that's, I really think so. Everyone's like, well, someone said we had a post. I was like, there's no way if you don't have Thor in the top 3. It's like, I just think Thor's going to give up. He could win 4 events, but give up so many points on 2 events that drops him down.
Right. It's kind of like, I don't know, the Atlas Stone and the Arnold. There's a couple guys that, did one in particular that did phenomenally well on everything, but he ended up like tied for 6th or tied for 7th in the Stone, and it removes your ability from winning.
Right.
So even though you're 1st or 2nd in all the rest of the events. So it's one of those things where you just got to mitigate, the one rough event. So
and you look, what Tom has a new coach. What's Tom going to bring to the table? Is he going to pick up is he going to pick up much needed points in the deadlift? Where's his press at? Where's his behind press at? There's just so many unanswered. And I think that's why do you compete? You're going to go compete to find out. I always laugh because you and I have been competing for a million years. It's just like, I want to beat you on your best day. And I think that's what's going to happen here at the Arnold. Whoever wins this Arnold, this year is going to be, I think, the most competitive year in strongman I've ever seen. Because there's so many guys that are capable of winning. It's just a matter of, what it's like. It's like putting the whole package together, having the condition, having the strength, having the endurance. Is your nutrition on point? All that stuff. And it's going to be very interesting to see.
Oh, I can't wait. It's going to be fun. I'm going to be sitting there all day watching.
I mean, I will tell. I mean, and Trey and I talk about this all the time. It's like, this year is the year of the big show, and we're hunting for podium spots.
Right.
And I think that's the goal for the year, and keep working towards that every training session, just improving, consistently improving. I mean, it's not like, I mean, he's 31. It's not like he's old, but he's still got a lot of room. The crazy thing is his frame has a lot of room to grow.
Fuck, I didn't start strongman until I was 36.
I know. I remember, Nick. I remember.
You were powerlifting before that.
Yeah. I was already world champion.
His first strong was our show your first strongman show?
Second. Yours was my
He came to the Central USA in 2005.
That was my second show. Yeah.
He brings Dylan, and so Dylan and Reese, my son, are running around like two little hooligans around downtown Kokomo, and Nick literally I think he won every event but the log, and that cost you the whole contest.
Yeah. I lost by a point. Yeah.
He lost by a point because of the log. And I'm like, dude, you just got to go do another. You got to get that. It's like Van Show has come up. Say, go hit Van Show. He goes, beats everybody at Van Show. So that was
I didn't need to do the stones at Van Show.
Pretty cool. So.
Yeah,
that having to do the last event.
Yeah, it was neat at Chad's show because I didn't know I was that good at the farmers, and then we took off. He said go, and I was like, woof, done. And I was like, okay, cool.
Best feet in the grip.
Yeah, he had it was the defensive end speed. He still has speed. That's what's scary.
Yeah, it was cool. And the deadlift did well. I knew I wasn't going to beat Bergman in the deadlift because I think he did 12. Yeah. He needed 8 to get into second. So I pulled 8 and stopped. And I don't remember the name of the guy who he needed one deadlift. He needed one rep to beat me by a point. And he, with like 10 seconds to go, he pulled that rep and got me.
Lynn Sutherland. He was from Kentucky. And that's funny because he was cracking at that pro card for like 4 years. He gets it. I don't know if he ever competed afterwards.
I don't remember seeing him anywhere after that.
But then, then you saw Bergman, and Bergman competed for quite. What's funny is Bergman came over to Kokomo in 2003. He was doing his master's at Purdue, and he heard about us, and he came over and trained. It was like the day he came and trained, it was like Schoenfeld, Osland, Jim Glassman. I mean, Brian Neese. So he came in there and he's about my size. And I'm like, and it was like, wow. And I'm like, dude, you have such a future. And what was it? Like 3 years later, he's at World Strongest Man.
Yeah, 2010. we were on we went the same year. We made the finals the same year.
I think he went like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, I think he went at least 3. Yeah. So man, that guy was freaking solid all the way around.
Yeah, he was a great athlete. Great athlete.
I remember watching him drop the IFSA shield, and he just snatched it off the ground. It landed flat. That thing is so hard to get your fingers under to pick it up off the ground. And I remember him at Venice Beach just yanking it back up off the ground, and I was just like, and he picks it up and finishes the race. But he was absolutely flying with it when he dropped it. But yeah, he was one heck of a competitor. Good dude too.
Good dude.
So,
good dude.
Yeah.
All those Midwest guys, we got it going on there.
Yeah.
All those dudes up from Wisconsin, Pete Conrad and Bergman and old Matt Wanot, the cheese wheel, and remember Tony Scribbins, Big Tony.
I was born in Rockford, so
yeah, I know that. In Illinois. That's for all the people who don't know your Midwest geography.
But it's good stuff. But I'm just excited to see what Trey's doing. I love watching his training. I love looking at the videos and stuff like that. And
thanks, Nick.
I love what you're getting set up at your place out there. And
the gym's coming along really nice. Yeah, got a full what'd you say is a half set? It's like the dumbbells I got a set of dumbbells from 10 to 300 pounds in 10-pound increments.
Wow.
So you can come and do your shrugs and your RDLs.
Hey, come hit 300-pound dumbbells for RDLs.
All right. We'll have to come do that.
I think
So I'll take that as an invite to come out to your place.
Anytime.
And when you're in between shows, I'll come out there and we'll have some fun.
Well, actually, we've been talking about like the training camps, like having a training camp in Texas. You know, doing a couple of days at his place and doing a couple of places over in Austin at Metal, where is it San
Antonio. Austin is the
San Antonio with Austin Andrade and Nick Guardian. You know, there's guys. I mean, what's fun is like this weekend, and we've done this now. Like Brian would do it, and it's funny because we used to do this every weekend back when we were young.
Right.
Every weekend was like young. Thanks. Young. He said younger because I was always older than you when you're. You know, we used to have like 5 or 6 or 7 pros come out and you just get after it. Like this weekend, I mean, Wesley Derwinski's coming across from over in Canada. Tristan's flying out. So Tristan Hoth. So we've got 2 guys who were top 10 in the world last year at World Strongest Man. They're coming out to train. You know, Bryce Johnson, who just got second at OSG, is coming up. Nick Wortham, one of my other guys, he's coming up. Dylan Gardner, one of my other guys, he's coming up and he's going to the Strongman Champions League Iceman Challenge in a couple of weeks. So, you know, we've got a hell of a group of guys coming up to train to push Trey. And everyone's here for one reason, to push Trey so he has a great performance. So I think that's the camaraderie, that's the fellowship of strongman that you and I grew up with.
Yeah.
That I think kind of left the sport for a while, but it has really came back. And these guys, it's just so much. I mean, as an old guy, it's kind of fun to sit and watch. And, you know, all I need to do is I got to load plates and coach a little bit and, you know, you
need to get your ass out there and do it too.
No, I'm going to train on Friday so I can focus on my job, which I'm a coach. I mean, I'm an athlete, but at this point it's about the coaching. It's about getting my guys prepped.
But does that mean if I come out, I got to train both days?
Sure. We can have the old guys day. You can still, here's the deal, Nick, you can still deadlift with these guys. You know, I'm a little more broken, so I can't do a whole lot, especially after having that knee procedure.
Right.
I did deadlift 185 for multiple sets yesterday.
No,
that was good.
For the first time. I just started doing it again too. I got to where I can start to hold on to the bar a lot better. So
Sunday, what did you and Wes do? You know, like that back.
Oh, we did the Chasing Nick Best. We loaded the hammer strength up to 580.
Awesome.
And then we did an 8-minute, an 8-minute AMRAP. It was I go, you go for 8 minutes. So we ended up doing I think I did 78 sets or 78 reps with the way he did 95 reps. And the next day, 2 days later, he's like, dude, how you feeling? I said, dude, my upper back is so wrecked. Yeah. Because we warmed up, loaded up, and just went to town. It was a great workout. Both of us were kind of jacked up.
Yeah, that'll do it.
and then the other day, we were doing it, I forgot to tag him in the post, but he's 580. He's just sitting there doing it's like this.
Yeah, he's just cruising.
What the fuck, man?
I know.
We don't have the machine in my gym just yet, but I still keep up with you.
Right. We're gonna have to change that to Chasing Trey.
Yeah,
Chasing Trey.
Yeah.
Instead of chasing me, because
find one of those to buy and put in my garage.
You got to see when you go to his gym. It's like he's got a back attack. He's got an inverse leg curl. He's got he's got a power runner. He's got a power lift. Leg press. That's that you can make unilateral. The amount of toys this guy has, and then dumbbells up to 300 pounds. It's
I wonder.
I just want to go just to hang out and train at the gym.
Yeah, I wonder whose gym he was in that saw all that stuff in.
I don't know.
Just see it on the internet. This looks cool. That'll get me strong.
Well, I will say this. I think his dumbbells are bigger than the big guys,
and nicer.
They're custom. And if you see the big thicket thing here, it's got big. That says big thicket right on them.
Yeah, I know. I like that.
1.5 inch handles was black Cherokee heads.
Damn.
Got what's the logo? What's the weight on them? And they rotate from Intech. They're in from Intech strength.
Nice.
They did a hell of a job with
wow. All right, Intech.
Hell yeah.
Can't wait to see those.
Yeah,
that's
definitely.
awesome.
Like I haven't used the 300s just yet. So if you get here before me, I use them.
He'll break them in for you.
You got to break them in.
Yeah. I think we can. I think we'll break them in.
We'll
start with shrugs and go from there.
This.
Yeah. It's
I'm just gonna sit beside and watch you guys drinking my sweet tea.
Oh no! You're in too, dude. I hate.
Well, I'm gonna do the 300-pound dumbbell. I'm not gonna blow.
Well, you don't have to do the 300-pound dumbbells, but you're in for what you're in for.
I have no problem.
You don't get to sit and hang out while we're training. You're in there training with us.
If you're there, yeah, because we'll have the kids are over here and the mature senior citizens are over here, right?
That's what I said, with us.
With us.
So,
okay, got it.
Because we'll be into all of it.
The big guy doesn't have the inverse leg curl, does he? He was.
I don't think Brian has an inverse leg curl, does he?
Not that I'm aware of.
He's got that pendulum squat though. It's pretty nice, and he's got leg curl. There's some really good gyms out there, and Trey's is kind of creeping up there too.
I'm just doing it on Facebook Marketplace,
and he's just he's doing it all on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, I love it.
That's a crazy thing.
Some serious shopping.
Yeah, I know. I got to get a couple more. I'm going to get a couple more pieces for the garage, and then I should be good.
Well, we should set up one of those days where we get a few guys to come down to Trey's house and then do some serious content and videos.
Oh yeah. No. Yeah.
Maybe, training and videos. Yeah.
Maybe you guys should come down. Like when we do this training camp in April, that might be a good time to come down because then you could see two gyms. You see Trey's, and you can go over to San Antonio and see Metal, which is where Austin and Nick train. Hell of a gym. And Tim Ingram, who's the owner there, is a great dude, great coach. Just an awesome human being. I think it's be a pretty cool place to go hang out. So,
hell yeah.
Man. Go ahead. Just text me stuff.
In San Antonio.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Yeah, just text me the dates and stuff like that. And we'll get some stuff set up. Come on, we'll have some fun.
Let's get through this one and we'll get that one planned.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right. Well, you know what? We love having you guys on. Especially to talk about all the stuff that's getting ready to happen because we're looking forward to every one of these shows, every one of these events, and goddamn, I can't wait to see everyone getting this shoulder lift off. And you know what? We always end the show with Nick saying his favorite lines. And you know what, Nick? Let the people know.
Before Nick goes, I want to give a shameless promotion out to Trey's nutrition coach, Nathan Payton.
Yeah.
And Nathan, I just want to say this because I have a degree in nutrition. I hired Nathan. I learned so much from him. He's probably the best guy out there doing exactly what he's doing. I will say he is the best guy out there. There's other people that imitate, but they're not as good. He's a phenomenal coach. And you know what, just dialing his nutrition in, for losing weight after he tore his Achilles, ramping back up. There's nobody out there doing it better than Nathan. So you can actually hit him up there or just shamelessly plug Shaw Strength because he's got a new app and he's got Nathan's doing the nutrition and then Coach Joe Ken is doing the training. I think that's pretty freaking awesome. So that's a great place to go for knowledge. Shameless promotion.
I'll put everything in the links.
And no one paid me to do that.
No, if Nathan talks, you should listen. I mean,
absolutely.
The guy's he's about as knowledgeable as you're gonna find literally anywhere. Yeah. And if he doesn't know the answer, there is no answer. So it's just the way I see it.
Made it up,
Yeah. So he's helped me quite a bit with some advice he's given me about what I eat with having one kidney and stuff like that. So I really appreciate it. It helps allow me to do what I'm doing with keeping my blood work right. So
good deal.
It's pretty awesome. So, but you got anything else, Trey, before we wish you good luck?
No, thank you for having us on. I'm looking forward to seeing y'all again. And I know I'm going to do well, with, coming up at my competitions this year with Chad in my corner and Nathan also and everybody else.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, I wish you nothing but the best of luck. I really do. It's great to see you guys. I cannot wait till this Arnold. So you got to check out the live stream. Do you know what the live stream's on for the Arnold?
No, we haven't got that information yet. It's
okay. Well, it'll be out. So whatever it's on.
I thought it was on. Was it on Rogue's YouTube channel?
It was last year, so maybe
I
it'll
thought
be
that
on
was
there again.
So,
So,
check there first, but like once we get the information out, we'll promote it so everybody can watch it.
yeah. So if you can't get to the Arnold, then watch the live stream because it's going to be one heck of a show. And I can't thank you guys enough for coming on. And as always, train hard, train smart, and be the best you can be. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
You're listening to The Best Experience with Nick Best.